Good morning, Chillie Falls here from Travel, Chillie Chats, Chillie Cruises, just plain old Chillie Falls. Welcome to travel and cruise industry news on the second day of July. This is our first broadcast in July. Welcome to all. If you're new to this channel, we do live broadcasts of travel and cruise industry news every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 10 a.m. And then in the interim, if something comes up, I might stick a video up on something that happens real quickly, like later on today or tomorrow. Rather than doing another live broadcast, I'll stick up a video. And then we regularly post videos on all facets of the cruise and travel industry. So if you'd like to keep up with cruise ships, ports of call, cruises themselves, I do some interviews called Chillie Chats. And of course, this episode, the live broadcasts on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. If you'd like to keep up with any of those, just hit the little subscribe button down in the lower right-hand corner down that way somewhere. A little red button and the bell notification. If you hit that, you'll be notified anytime we go live or we post a new video, so you can keep up with it. Always try to have some fun here. I love to cruise. I'm of the feeling that you're going to be seeing a lot more development in the future on land and sea packages, similar to what Holland America does in Alaska, where you have a cruise and perhaps a stay in a resort, probably owned by the cruise ship. I think you're going to see a development of that in the future, but it hasn't happened yet. So anyway, that's just my thinking ahead. So if you are new to this channel, I am not an employee of a cruise line or a travel agent. However, I have relationships with travel agents. So if you, on my website, if you see a cruise that you like and you want to go on it, you can always contact me and I can quarterback the deal for you and get it taken care of, and have somebody sitting here watching out for your rear end while you're going on a trip. But we can be happy to take care of that for you. At any rate, I always try to have a good time. Now, one of the things I would appreciate, of course, we'd like to have all the subscribers we can get. By the way, the subscriber count as of this morning is 1,325. It was 1,326, so one disappeared. But anyway, we're at 1,325, so we're not huge, but we're growing steadily. And I certainly do appreciate that. And I welcome all you new folks. If you're here for the first time, or if you're here for the 15th time, it doesn't matter. If you'd like to leave a comment on where you're watching this, appreciate that. Maybe what's going on with your weather, what kind of weather it is. I'm coming to you from Forest, Virginia on the family farm where I live. It is going to be 93 today. It's about the third day out of 9 or 10 in a row that are supposed to be over 90. For you guys that use the other temperature system over there in England, that's hot. It was 93 yesterday, supposed to be 93 again today. We had a horrible storm here on Saturday. I had some minor damage here on the farm with trees, limbs down and small stuff down that I had spent 2 days cleaning up. But less than a mile from us, a strip mall that's under construction was leveled. There was several huge trees down, including one oak tree that had to be probably in the 250-year-old variety. I mean, I'm talking about 6-7 feet through the middle. So huge, big oak trees, probably 100 feet tall. What scares the heck out of me is I've got several of those right around my house here. But anyway, Um, we could get some storms this afternoon. We had a couple of days without any after the bad one blew here Saturday, and it was my little area of Bedford County outside of Lynchburg is Forest, and Forest got a direct hit on that storm this weekend. But we could have some storms this afternoon as well. So it's going to be hot and humid. It's typical summer in Central Virginia. Okay, getting to the top story of today. You probably saw when I was promoting this, the Holland American has officially said goodbye to the Prinsendam, a ship that's been in the fleet for 17 years. It will now join Phoenix Reisen as the Amera. The ship is en route to Hamburg, where it will be dry docked and converted to Phoenix Reisen specifications at Bloem Voss. The Amera first launched as the Royal Viking Sun in 1988, and now will be the what used to be the Prinsendam. Quite frankly, I didn't know a whole lot about Phoenix Reisen. They cater to the German market, specialize in offering smaller ships with individual flair and maritime character, personal service, and destination-focused itineraries, and they enjoy a 65% repeat rate. That's pretty awesome. You know, one of the problems with the American cruise marketplace is we are unfairly we just don't pay any attention to cruise companies in Europe and elsewhere in the world. I mean, if it's not, you know, Carnival or Holland American or Royal Caribbean or Norwegian, you know, one of the majors, we just act like it doesn't exist. So it's been an eye-opening thing for me to become involved with, you know, a lot more people on the global market, like our friend Emma that we did an interview with a couple weeks ago from Cruises Aren't for House. What's her thing? Cruises isn't for old people, or cruising. I don't know. Anyway, her group, Emma Latisse, fabulous lady. We did an interview not too long ago. But as I've become more involved with some of the global folks, you know, I'm finding out a lot more in the way of cruise companies and cruises and destinations and places to go. Even on my little website, which again, half my reason for not being able to do it is I operate a one-man operation. But it's, you know, my little website is just for stuff here in the States and, you know, around the United States and the Caribbean and Alaska. And if there's a lot more in the cruising world that we just tend to ignore here, and that's sad. Okay, moving right along. Like I said, we'd always appreciate you subscribing to keep up with what we're doing here, and join us at any time on the live broadcast. Also, if you could hit the little thumbs up button, that lets YouTube know that there is some engagement with our subscribers and that you do watch this. If you don't like what I'm doing, give it a thumbs down. I don't care about that. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Of course, I'd prefer a thumbs up. But, you know, if you disagree or don't like something, give me a thumbs down. It gives them shows some engagement, and that helps the channel and helps us grow. Okay, moving right along. Royal Caribbean Cruises today announced it's entered into an agreement with shipbuilder Meyer Turku to order a third Icon class ship. Come on, tongue. A third Icon class ship powered by LNG for delivery in 2025. The ship will join its two sister ships to be delivered in 2022 and 2024, respectively. Now, the LNG, that's supposed to be the fuel of the future for the cruise industry. It's supposed to be so much more clean burning. I understand it's probably a little more expensive than it's been, but anyway, I think you're going to see a lot more of this in the future. Kudos to Royal Caribbean for being right up front and taking the lead in that. It's the statement that was released said that they've designed a class of ship powered by liquefied natural gas that leverages the latest environmentally friendly applications. We believe that innovative shipbuilding can reduce our carbon footprint and boost energy efficiencies to help to build a cleaner future. So again, with all the grief the cruise industry gets on how they've operated in the past, and it has been bad, nobody's disputing that. It's nice that they're taking some steps now to head in that direction. Kudos to Royal Caribbean. Carnival is also has one of or a couple of their ships are going to be run on LNG also. So that's the future of the cruise business, and that's going to be a lot better. An article that came out, it's been a couple days ago now, and this doesn't affect us that much here in this country, although some of us have been on the Voyager, the sea, when it was in this hemisphere. Royal Caribbean is set to install new features during a $97 million overhaul to the Voyager of the Sea, which will be the cruise line's latest ship to be transformed this fall. From the perfect storm duo of racer water slides to the reinvigorated Vitality Spa, redesigned kids and teen spaces, Voyager of the Sea will tout a thrilling combination of experience that make for an unforgettable family vacation to far-flung destinations on the other side of the world. Beginning October 21st of this year, the newly transformed Voyager of the Sea will set sail on a series of 3 to 5 night Southeast Asia itineraries from Singapore. Sorry about the tongue this morning, y'all. Followed by a season down under with 9 to 12 night South Pacific cruises from Sydney, Australia, starting in November of this year. So another good story from Royal Caribbean. It's so unusual not to have bad news, and this is a day where there's really not any bad news for once. I mean, it's been pretty stinky lately with things that just aren't real healthy for any of us. All right, MSC hit a milestone a day before yesterday, I believe it was, with its 20 millionth cruiser on board the Miami-based MSC Seaside. Gianni Honorato, the CEO, said reaching our 20 millionth cruiser since 2003 is truly a milestone achievement for MSC Cruises and a representation of how far they've come while building a global brand that serves guests from over 170 nationalities across 5 continents. We've all become a little more familiar with MSC the past 5 years or so. First the Divina came, then the Seaside came. Now we've got the Harmonia here, and the Meraviglia is coming to this our side of the pond. Of course, it's MSC is European-based, Italian-based cruise line. If you haven't been on an MSC cruise, you need to. It's a little different. The European style cruising is a little different than we're used to with Carnival and Holland American, Royal Caribbean, and Norwegian and stuff. But there's some good bargains out there. So if you're bargain shopping, that's one area you might look for. Okay, Princess Cruise Line has commenced the one-year countdown to the launch of the new Enchanted Princess in Southampton. It's set to debut on June 30th of 2020. So that's in what, 11 months now? Now we're into the countdown. The vessel will carry 3,660 guests, sail from Southampton for an inaugural season in the Mediterranean before heading to the Caribbean in the autumn of 2020. So we're going to see it over here in the fall of 2020. So we're within a year now of the Enchanted Princess, Princess Cruise Line's newest ship. Okay, let's see. I believe that's all on that one. All right, one other thing that I wanted to point out to you today on the F&C Travel website, which is my website. Again, it's a one-man operation, so updating pricing and all that kind of things, and adding new cruise lines, cruise ships, ports of call. I might not be up to date on a lot of things because I do it all myself, and life gets in my way. I don't do this 24 hours a day. You know, I run the family farm. I have my own little business. My niece has a pet sitting business. She has clients out of town. It takes her out of town a lot. I run her business while she's gone. So I might be out walking dogs or taking care of cats or chickens or sugar gliders or horses just about any time. So, you know, I stay busy for an old semi-retired guy. But anyway, new on my website, and down here below, underneath here, somewhere in the description, there'll be a link to the Celebrity Equinox Mexico cruise, which sails out of Fort Lauderdale. The one that I feature, that is featured currently on the website, sails on August the 10th from Fort Lauderdale. It's a Western Caribbean cruise, stopping at Costa Maya, Cozumel, Grand Cayman, and Key West. 7-dayer, moderately priced. It's not the cheapest, but it's nice. It's again, as new to the website. It's a new cruise for me, for us. It's also a new ship. So I'm in the process of building my things like my album pictures and so forth, and I'll be making some videos on the Equinox, and then hopefully I'll be sailing on the Equinox and doing some live broadcasts there from there, and you know, all that stuff. But anyway, it's new, so the link will be down here. So if you want to check that out, there's a bunch of other sailing dates. There's a bunch of other itineraries. Again, that they'll be added in time. You know, it's a get time to get them processed and up. They'll be there. So that's it for the news today. No bad news for a change. I'm certainly glad to hear that. Again, if you have not done it, it's be a good time for you to subscribe and hit the little bell notification system so you can keep up with the latest in cruise ships, ports of call, cruises themselves, Chillie chats when I have them, and Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday episodes of travel and cruise industry news when who knows what we'll talk about. Anytime you want to do something, stick a comment in the chat section. Let me know, and I'll be more than happy to put it on the next program or a new program coming up real soon. So that's about it for today. This is Chillie, the Fat Travel Guide. We'll see you on Thursday at 10 a.m. Later, y'all.